Okay, some girl just asked 4 different questions on my Insta. She said, you forget to wash your feet. You use baby wipes to wipe your ass after a shit. You question your worth to people. Actually, I do that. All the other ones are false. But you like drums more than flats, which is also false. Flats are just like... Drums are like, they're kind of cute, like Shia LaBeouf says. Like, you can eat a drum and look cute, and flats look weird, but you've never seen me eat a flat. Like, I twist that thing up and it's one bite. It's crazy how I eat those. If you can't eat... Do you know how to eat a wing, like a flat wing with one bite?
I didn't even know they made flat wings.
What?
I didn't know they made it. I didn't know that they made them.
Are you fucking retarded?
Maybe. Who knows?
You might as well be. There's 2 types of wings, Brandon.
I didn't know that.
There's drums and flats. Am I going to have to send you a picture of what flat wings and drum wings look like? I work at a pizza place.
You work at a pizza place, so you know the intricate details of how wings are?
I know. It's not an intricate detail. It's a basic knowledge thing. There are 2 types of wings. If you order wings at a restaurant, you're probably going to get at least a few flats and a few drums. What? The intricate details of wings. Dumbass. There's... Ugh.
Everyone, and welcome to Dumpster Diving. I am here with my friend Nate Hampton. Say hello, Nate.
Yeah, that's me. Hello.
And we are here to talk about all things coronavirus.
We're talking about viruses and sexual predators today.
Oh, yeah, damn right. And E3.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. All right, so what do you want to pop off with first? Since I think we want to talk about what?
What are we talking about first?
I think we should talk about the epidemic that is the coronavirus, because apparently that's a hot topic right now. I need to actually stop what I'm doing right now and pay attention to what I'm about to talk about. I gotta send this thing. Hold on. I'm so unprofessional. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, the past, how long has it been since everybody started the whole coronavirus scare? Because that's all it is, really.
Since January.
It's been a few weeks. Oh god, January? Oh yeah, because it was at the beginning of the month, because everybody was talking about going to World War, and then we were transferring to zombies because of coronavirus. So. Yeah, so I guess it's been going on a month at least then. I mean, oh yeah, it's March. Oh my god, it's March. Oh my god, I thought it was February still. I'm so separate from reality.
I know, it's been 3 months, and in those 3 months, we got a World War III scare. We got coronavirus. What happened in February?
Coronavirus. That's when it first started.
It was still coronavirus.
Oh, impeachment. Was that in February?
Oh, yeah,
or was that
impeachment.
January?
Impeachment
No, that
was
was
in February.
January. Well, his impeachment,
the trial was in February.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Okay. I think that was the big thing. But honestly, I don't even remember February. What happened? I remember Valentine's Day, and that was it because...
Because you were lonely?
I don't remember... No, because I was getting drunk at my friend's house.
Because you were lonely?
No, I was with other people. Duh. Dumbass.
I can't believe
I'm not going to be alone with all my friends.
I mean, I am.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, yeah, that is you. Because I was walking past your car and you were hugging Finley, and she looked at me like you were restraining her, and I was Brandon latched onto you like you mean the world to him or some shit. And she was like, he said he felt lonely. I was like, the fucker left my house and got lonely. Because it was immediately after you hung out. And me and you hung out, and then you left. And then she was like, Brandon said he felt lonely. That's the time you left your scrub pants in my bed.
God, I still need those.
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah, I know.
They're clean. Nana washed them.
Oh, really? How nice of her.
Clean. Yeah, but I didn't fold them up, so I left them there wrinkled.
God, we just got so off topic.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, that just shows like how important it is, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the way people are treating it, you would think that it was important.
God, the way people are treating it, they're acting like Jesus came back or something, and he said buy all the toilet paper in the fucking grocery aisle. It's almost nuts. Like I went to Dollar General today, and Nana went to Walmart, and she said like everybody was just taking pictures of the empty aisle where the toilet paper is. People have just been taking toilet paper. I don't get why. Do they think they're going to be stuck inside their house where they can't wipe their own ass after a while? Like, dude, if you run out of toilet paper, just stick it up in the nozzle in the shower, dude. Yeah, I feel like, did we talk about that last episode? I feel like we did.
I don't think so.
I think we did. Okay, either way.
My work made me go to Walgreens to get the hepatitis B vaccine today. And I was thinking whenever I was walking in the door, I was like, they're having me go get a hepatitis B vaccine right whenever all of this epidemic stuff is going on. Whenever all I'm in contact with are frail old people. I wonder how much of a head count I'm gonna have.
Right, dude, you're gonna take something with you, since it likes to attack like super old people and babies. So you're just gonna wipe out your whole workforce by accident.
I mean, hey.
But yeah, I was in Dollar General, and this chick who was the cashier, she was a real nice woman. She was a real nice lady.
She cute?
It's just no. That doesn't matter, Brandon. But
I saw this waitress at Chili's today, and she was pretty cute, but I thought she was like 26 or something, so I didn't get her number for you.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that anyway. You know why? Because you're too scared to do it even for yourself.
I am taken, Nate. Not allowed.
Yeah. Not allowed and forbidden. It's the forbidden fruit. But evil ones, it's so bad. What was I even talking about before you interrupted me with your chili story?
Dollar General.
Yeah, I was at Dollar General, and every time the place was packed as it is, people were getting a bunch of bread and a bunch of milk and a bunch of toilet paper and paper towels and stuff. Because if they run out of toilet paper, they're going to use paper towels. Which I guess that makes sense. So, dude, my broke ass had to do that growing up sometimes. You had it too easy, dude. If we would just like run out of toilet paper, and we'd be like, well, we have to get some Friday, and it'd be like Wednesday, like use the paper towels. Yep, that was the poor life growing up, Brandon.
Why would you use paper towels? Just use your hands and wash them off in the sink.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the true way.
Dollar General. I have to finish what I'm saying. So the girl at Dollar General, every time she was like, hi, how are you? Like that one video of that chick who runs that gas station on TikTok.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Hi, how are you? So please shut up. I haven't even had my coffee yet. You might be a bitch, but you sure have got a fat ass. Anyway. So every time this chick's like, hi,
good morning,
how are you?
Shut the fuck up.
She was just like, hey guys, how's it going? How are you? Beep, beep. Ringing in all her stuff. And she's just like, so you guys keeping clean and everything? I'm like, oh my God. Is she asking these people to keep clean? And if they said no, she would just Germex her hands. It was crazy. I was sitting there. She had it latched onto the side of her belt like Mr. Humberflube and Cat in the Hat.
That's hilarious.
And like she would literally just like 3 squirts just after anybody who just didn't like. I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really that nervous about it, though. And it was. I was like, oh my God. And apparently the cashiers at Walmart are wearing like plastic gloves. And people are walking around with these surgical masks on their face, which, by the way, I don't think really work that well. And I know hospitals are running out of it. Like doctors and stuff can't wear the masks now. It's because they're running out of supplies because so many paranoid people are like mass buying all of them and probably use them once and then throw them away.
Well, surgical masks don't work anyway.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't have any hard evidence to back up that they don't, though. So I'm just like, all right, cool.
They don't work. You have to get like HEVC masks, which are like really expensive, and they look like Mortal Kombat masks. So,
sure. So yeah, I saw this one chick on Snapchat flexing with her mask on her face, and I was like, oh wow. And all I could think about is like some doctor freaking out in the hospital. I need a mask, and I don't have it.
Stay over there.
Stay over there. God, that's about retarded. It's about dumb. Everything's getting pushed back too.
I know how much you love Boss Logic.
I don't. It's not that I don't like the guy. I think the guy's like, he makes really good stuff. He really does. Like, he's a great artist. He's a great artist. The way he just handles criticism is really bad. Because like, instead of ignoring it like a normal person, he kind of like goes out of his way to justify himself sometimes, which I can understand because sometimes people attack him for the dumbest reasons. But at the same time, it'll be like, why would you use this guy? You're not a casting director. And he's like, I never said I was, LOL. Why are you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. That's not like an actual comment I can find, but they're a lot like that. They're pretty close to that. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the plague we're going down in. So
listen to this shit. Listen to all the shit that coronavirus has affected.
All right.
The NBA, all basketball right now is canceled.
Yeah, I saw that today.
All hockey is canceled.
I didn't know about the NHL. I didn't know the disease could survive in a cold environment.
As you sniffle.
I'm like, man, I'm lightheaded. I'm throwing up. I got a runny nose.
Emerald City Comic Con got canceled. Well, postponed.
Yeah. Straight up cancel. Like they canceled the NBA.
Tom Hanks got canceled.
That is not funny. That is not funny. And I hate that I chuckled at it because I was like, yeah, I see that all day today. But no. The man is quarantined with his wife in Australia. Give him a break, dude. I mean, give him a break. He is quarantined. Yeah. Anyway, continue with what you were saying, you piece of shit.
And most importantly of all, well, not most importantly, but most important to me, E3 got canceled.
You're such a fucking weeb. Most importantly, E3 got canceled, and it might as well just like it might as well be like my church burned down. This is terrible. I just want to cry. I was talking to you about this the other day, and you didn't seem nearly as upset as you do now. Like you're like, oh well, they should just cancel it anyway.
I am so depressed about E3 getting canceled.
So many people are, you know what, that brings me to something else. We're going to go back to that. But all these young teens that are like, oh, I'm so depressed, I want to die, are really washing their hands and singing happy birthday twice at the sink. I noticed that today when I was taking a dump. I was like, oh man, all these hypocrites. I'll tell you who's not a hypocrite. This like 37-year-old guy was getting one of those cheap flights to some other country because of the coronavirus. It was super cheap. And then like somebody asked him, they were like, so why'd you take up this offer? He goes, if I die, I die. Like that's the spirit. That's the way to do it. Not, oh my God, I want to die. And then happy birthday to me. Like faucets running.
There was a New York Times article from like 3 or 4 days ago that was like, if I'm going to catch a virus and die, it might as well be at Disney World. And then they closed Disney World.
They closed the whole park. God, that's a new flex.
That was a New York Times article too.
It's like when that guy got Ebola. Well, said he had Ebola on a plane and they had to cancel the whole flight and like shut down the airport. He yelled, "I have Ebola! I have Ebola!" And they literally shut down the entire thing, and he didn't have Ebola. Like, it just shows, like, you think after, like, as far as we've come from history and stuff, you're like, wow, we've really evolved. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. We're just about as nuts as we were back then. Just like slightly stuff has changed. Like when one thing goes slightly off and we're off the rails and we're all gonna die. God, it's funny. It's funny. It's almost hilarious how dumb it is.
Yeah.
It's almost hilarious. God, I wonder how long it's gonna take for this all to blow over. Is it gonna take like I almost want to say give it like 2 to 3 weeks to a month, and it's gonna be fine or horribly wrong.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think Trump just made it so much worse last night.
Yeah, I don't understand how though. You're gonna have to explain that. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, he well, you know that since the
I know he put a travel ban and that's it. And I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense. But since you have a reason to argue against it, go ahead.
Since the virus got noticed by the markets, the stock market has dropped to its worst since Black Monday in 1987. So it was so bad this morning after his speech that they had to stop trading for like 15 minutes to keep companies from going bankrupt.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Like if they hadn't have halted it, like 4 airlines would have gone bankrupt.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually crazy. I don't even know how that works, but that just sounds nuts.
I know. The health minister.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the government's trying to do a bailout of the stock market right now. And they're trying to focus their energies, but the health minister had this quote: "The problem with every industry is that every industry is negatively impacted, which is going to go bankrupt. The hotels, movie theaters, or airlines."
Ugh. See, the equivalent of like you explaining this to me is like when my grandpa comes behind me while watching me play Minecraft and asks me if I'm winning. That's literally exactly what it is.
Are you winning?
Yeah, are you winning? Yeah, Grandpa, I'm winning.
Can you do the zombie noise? That reminds me of whenever I was in Vietnam.
It sounded like an explosion. How did that sound like an explosion, Granddad? I don't know. He's just a senile old man like Biden.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get off politics. We don't need to talk about politics.
Oh my God! Wait, what were you talking about?
I just said he's like a senile old man, like Biden.
God,
like Joe Biden. Anyway, so the coronavirus, it's still there. See, I forget about it, and then it just pops back into my head because like everything is everywhere about it. Like there's just news articles everywhere. I think the press has been just like the number one cause of all of this. I really think it has been. Like it's absolutely insane. And I literally think it's just because coronavirus gets more clicks than like the flu or anything else right now. It's the coronavirus.
Yeah, the only reason why it's even gaining any traction is because it's brand new.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, good God, I can't stand it. And what makes it worse, I don't know if it's motivated by like, I mean, I guess it is. Never mind. I was just about to repeat myself, and I'm not about to repeat myself. I was just about to say like it's all just for clicks and stuff. But I was like, I just fucking said that. I'm about stupid. I'm about stupid, and I should just shut up.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know if the coronavirus could just infect everyone now and then kill us like 10 years from now. There's no way of knowing right now. I don't even think that they know how it really spreads. They have an idea, but, you know.
I just don't know how it was concocted and how it just suddenly emerged.
Yeah, I know. People
are talking about riding the streets, and I'm like, man, y'all are some kind of like special. Good Lord. Hope you all go on riots and strikes in a collective group of people, and one of them coughs on you. Like what kind of strike is that? Like, we're striking against the government for not doing anything about the coronavirus. What are you doing about it? We're getting in an enclosed room with 250 plus people. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like I said, history from us hanging witches because they were redheads to this, we haven't really changed that much. We're still just mindless pigs. This one girl on my Instagram was on her story talking about how she was like, literally all you gotta do is wash your hands like you just cut up some jalapenos and you gotta take your contacts out. And I was like, all right. I was like, just wash your hands like that and it's nothing to worry about. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm glad not everybody is fooled by this. Glad not everybody is fooled by this.
Yeah, I know.
Like, even at my job, they're like, let's just make sure that they didn't say it like it was a nonchalant thing. They're like, make sure we're cleaning everything double and make sure our customers see that we're being clean and stuff. I'm like, yeah, if we want to stay in business, yeah, we got to do that. Because I don't want people going, I was just at the pizza place and on their Facebook group chat. Because
I was just at the pizza place and I saw the cook going.
I watched the cook sniffle his nose and wipe it, and I didn't see him wash his hands as he walked past us. And, dude, you would think, old people on Facebook do that all the time. Like, we got a negative review, like, one time about people just talking about their horrible customer service and stuff, even though it was kind of just like, oh, well. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know the whole story. I don't remember, but something about old people on, like, Yelp and Facebook talking about restaurants is really funny to me. There was this one time our cook, he put on a mask and he was scaring one of the hostess or whatever. And two of these women, and they were like, we were scared for our lives. They were like, we work in the banking industry and we don't appreciate that. And stuff like that, because they thought they were getting robbed because the dude was wearing a mask. And that's scared hilarious. The shit out of some hostess, and they were like, I'm scared for my life. God, it was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the kind of bullshit that I deal with pretty often. I didn't even deal with it. I just heard the story and I thought it was funny. I was even there that night, and I was too busy just throwing dough to pay attention to it. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the death, the disease that's gonna kill us all. So people just want to like buy. I don't get the whole point of buying toilet paper. Do you know what that is? Like what that problem is? What that deal is?
People are scared that they won't be able to wipe their ass.
Is that really the reason why?
Why else would they be buying toilet paper? Are they all going to dress up like mummies?
They might as fucking well, Brandon. If you tell somebody that if they wrap themselves up like a mummy, that the coronavirus can't get under their fingernails, they're gonna believe you. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm gonna tell that to your sister, and I know that she'll believe me.
Tell that to your sister, and she's gonna believe you.
Well, anyway, I guess it's time to move on.
I didn't hear a single thing that you said before. Were you talking shit about me while I was changing my batteries like I was loading a revolver?
No.
I think you were. I was watching my screen just like pulse as you were talking. I was like, this fucker is still talking about it. I think he's all like, broke ass has to change his batteries because he's an Xbox player, not a fucking PlayStation player. I'm retarded.
No, I would never do that.
Was that exactly what you said?
No, I guess you'll have to listen to the podcast to figure out what I said.
God, don't make me listen to my own shit.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to listen to like the whole. Like, how long has it been since we started? It's been like 30 minutes, 20.
I'm at 51 minutes on my timer, but that's like 20 minutes of stuff beforehand.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think we've been talking for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Anyway, since we're done with coronavirus, what do you want to talk about next?
I want to talk about Weinstein basically getting sentenced 23 years. I almost said 23 lives. Oops. Weinstein got thrown into jail for 23 years. It's a sentence for being a fucking I don't know what to say, just predator. But it makes him sound kind of cool, like a fucking predator, like the 80s movie. No, being a fucking freak. He got thrown into jail for 23 years in prison, which is basically life to that dude because he's like, what, 70, 60, 70 something?
Yeah.
So, I guess that's all we really got to say about that. I was like, man's going to rot, and I think that's pretty good.
You know what's funny? That is only from one conviction.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He still has 8 more to go.
Oh my god. Homie's gonna be in there for like, they're just gonna leave a skeleton in a jail for like aesthetic purposes. They're like, and there's Harvey Weinstein. All the new prisoners are like, I'm innocent. They're like, oh, it's spooky season. They're like, it's January. That's just Weinstein. It's January. That's just Weinstein. Welcome to the federal prison. Oh my god. They will not be sent to jail. They will go to mandatory prison. Mandatory prison. So yeah. Good on Weinstein for getting sentenced to 23 years. Glad he's in there. Want him out where he is. Woo! Let's hope they do the same thing to Dan Schneider. Let's get into that.
Woo!
Woo! Another one bites the dust.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they pushed back movies because of coronavirus. I know we didn't talk about it. We just talked about like the NBA and E3 getting canceled, and NHL. I guess I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. But like they pushed back Bond, which was like the first big one, and they've pushed back Fast and Furious 9, which I read this article talking about. They've been pushing back all these movies, but they just pushed back probably one of the most anticipated movies of the year. I'm like, people still give a shit about Fast and Furious movies. I cannot deal. We're on the 9th one. Honestly, they could have ended it with 8 and it would have been fine. Or like whichever one is the one that they had with Paul Walker last in. They could have ended it there, to be honest with you.
I think that was
they're still
Fast
shitting out
6.
these movies. That was 6? We've gone through 7, 8, and now first going to go through 9?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not going to hold you to that. I think it was, I almost want to say it wasn't 8. Because 8 was last year? No, last year was Hobbs and Shaw? Oh my god. There's so many of them. I just wonder how long they can keep this up and keep this story interesting. Because so far I've lost interest. I don't know what's going on. I watched like the first 4, and then I quit. Like, I don't know what else is going on in those movies. But I know it got pushed back. I know A Quiet Place 2 got pushed back. They never really said how long. Just John Krasinski posted about it on his Instagram. At the bottom, he put JK, which is like his initials. But I was like, oh, he's saying just kidding. He's throwing shade. But then I was like, oh, wait, no, that's his initials. He's being serious. So I was like, all right, cool. Either way, that's like one of my most anticipated movies is A Quiet Place 2. But I'm also like freakishly nervous. I think Wonder Woman is going to get pushed back. I'm not really nervous about that. So that wouldn't be the first time they pushed it back. They pushed it back a whole year last year. So I'm nervous that they're going to start because some guy on the set of the Batman was talking about, he's like, really wish I couldn't be out here in all this sickness, but the show must go on. And I was like, all right, dude. But I'm glad to know y'all are still filming. Mm-hmm. I'm worried that filming is going to be halted like Falcon and the Winter Soldier is. Which, yeah, Loki also, if it doesn't get pushed back, it's going to be coming early January 2021.
What? Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Today. No, Loki.
Oh.
The Loki series.
I almost
if it doesn't
out.
get pushed back. If it doesn't get pushed back. And then The Flash is supposed to set to film in September officially. From, I think the director said that.
By the
they're
way,
starting filming in September.
It was Furious 7. That was the last one Paul Walker
was 7?
was in. Yeah.
Did I say 7 or 8?
You said 8.
All right, yeah, it was probably 7 then. So we're both wrong. We just had to be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. I'm nervous.
You know
I don't
what
want
else
them to
got
push back
canceled, Nate?
Antlers. Antlers is going to be exciting. I think that's next week. What'd you say?
You know what else got pushed back?
What?
I know this is gonna shock you to the core, because I know
How?
you've been looking forward to this for like 4 years.
Oh, I bet I am.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Peter Rabbit 2. It got pushed back.
Who cares?
So did Mulan.
Does Mulan got pushed back?
Yeah, they announced that today,
Oh my God.
right before they announced that Disney World was getting shut down.
Good God, we are at an epidemic. Okay, I will say this. There's this guy in this meme comment section that kind of got to me because I was like, oh, this is just a regular guy. He was talking about, he's like, bro, please take the virus a little bit more seriously than you are. He said, I'm Italian and we kind of treat it like this and look at where we are now. And I was like, ugh, okay. I was like, he kind of shook me to my core there a little bit because like they're like the third or second highest country to have most cases of the virus, something like that.
Which is fucking insane. Italy shut down their entire country.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere in Italy right now. It's shut down.
It's like after hours, you can't be out and stuff like that. It's weird.
People are quarantined to their houses, even if they don't have the disease. It's insane.
I mean, at that point, I wouldn't either, because then it's like, all right, it's death out there. It's like Fallout. Like you're constantly getting radiation from everything else.
So you know how you mentioned that the James Bond movie was getting pushed back?
Yeah.
That move, it got pushed to November from like in a few weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That move cost the studio $30 million.
Oh my God.
That's
like Justice League level bad. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. They need to figure it out, man. I don't know. That's such a weird thing. Because, like, I don't know how you, like, prepare for something like this, even though I don't think it's that big of a deal if you're just, like, clean. But also, I understand not everybody does that, and everybody being in a large area isn't probably the best idea. I still want to go to the movies, low-key. But, yeah, that's just terrible. So, I'm intrigued to see how much more filming is going to be pushed back and stuff. Which, Mandalorian season 2 already finished filming, so I don't have to really worry about that.
Really? Well, I guess they had to do that because they have so much visual effects to go through.
Yeah, but yeah, they finished filming like a week ago.
Wow,
yeah,
that's insane.
So, if this pandemic likes to last for a year or so, I think I'll be pretty entertained for Mandalorian season 2, which I love the first season of. It's actually wild.
It was really good. Do you think that James Bond's going to die in the next Bond movie? Daniel Craig, I
don't know. I really have. You want to be completely honest with you, Brandon? I want to be completely dead serious with you and everybody that's listening to this episode. I haven't watched a single James Bond movie ever.
Really?
Not a single one.
Huh.
I have seen literally all of the Lord of the Rings, including The Hobbit. I've seen all of the Marvel movies. I've seen about every single DC movie. And I've seen all the Star Wars movies, and I've seen like a few of the Star Treks and like the newer ones that Abrams made. I have not seen a single Bond movie. Not a one.
I've seen all the Jurassic Parks. Surprising.
I've seen all the Jurassic Parks. I've seen all the Back to the Futures. I've seen so many like series and anthologies and stuff. Not anthologies. I mean like you know what I mean? I've seen so many of them, but I haven't watched a single James Bond movie. The only one I was actually interested in seeing was the first one with Daniel Craig in it, which was like Skyfall. Which is Skyfall.
What? The first one with Daniel Craig in it was Casino Royale.
Well, I mean, the one that I remember. Can you really blame me for not knowing that?
No,
I just said I haven't seen a single one. It's about as stupid as me making fun of you because you didn't know that flats were a wing. Which is true. I mean, that's basic knowledge, homie. I can honestly say I don't know all the James Bond movies, but it's not the intricacies of a wing. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. If he dies, he dies, I guess. I don't know.
If he dies, he dies.
The most recent movie I saw Daniel Craig in was in Knives Out, and I really enjoyed that. That made me want to watch some of the Bond movies. I was like, okay, yeah, this is probably like some good shit. But yeah, so that's cool. I was also watching this. I want to watch this movie called Snowpiercer, which came out in like 2016, I think. It's by the guy that made Parasite, but it's got Chris Evans in it and stuff. I want to watch it. You want to talk about New Killers? The Killers, their new music.
Yeah. Holy
All
shit.
Right. Talk about it. Let it spill. What's it called? Caution?
Yeah, the song is called Caution, and the album is called Imploding the Mirage.
Whoa, that's actually a really cool name.
I know. I was so excited today.
Like, yeah. I mean, it said that they released that like 2 days ago, though, right?
Well, they teased the song 2 days ago, and then they released it today.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I listened to it, dude. I was like, no, this actually ain't bad. Because I like a lot of their older stuff. I never really got into like their more recent things.
Because I
wouldn't have gotten.
Sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten into them at all if you hadn't even remotely pointed them out to me. And I'm kind of glad that I did. They're actually really, really fucking good. So, yeah.
Yeah, they are. I'm so excited. See, I was excited for them to release new shit so that I could go see them in concert again. But now I'm excited for the actual album.
Yeah.
Their last one didn't really impress me that much. It had like one or two good songs on them, but overall it didn't impress me. But this one, I like what I'm hearing so far. But it's only one song. The entire rest of the album could totally just suck. Who knows?
Yeah, it could. But here's another comparison, though. Like, whenever a band releases, like, a single for a new album or something, if that single that they first release isn't good, you've almost got, like, an 80% chance the rest of the album could be horrible.
Green Day.
Intent, Father of All.
Father of All.
Yeah, because that first one, I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad song. It's really weird for their band. That whole album is weird for their band. It's not Green Day.
That's the problem with the album.
I mean, and they're trying to get experimental, which is fine. You can do that. You don't have to have the same sound and everything. But let me tell you this, dude. Jumping from Revolution Radio to that was such a crazy difference that it almost just felt like a downgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't even almost. It felt like 100% a downgrade.
What was
like,
the first single for Revolution Radio?
Bang Bang.
See?
Yeah, Bang Bang came out and it was like, hey, that's fucking Green Day. They're still at it. And that album is just fucking phenomenal. I can't name one bad song on there. Oh, wait, yeah, I can. Ordinary World, but even then, it's not a bad song. It's just like, that's so different from the rest of the album.
And it was only written for the movie, so I can sort of give it a pass.
And did you watch that movie?
No, I didn't.
I did. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'm surprised Billy can actually pass as like a... Granted, he was playing himself almost. It's just a different name. But yeah. It totally worked. It worked for what it was. So yeah, that. But then they went on to release Father of All. And it's just... Oh my God. I really want to rewrite so much of that. Like, I just want to, if I could figure it out and how to, figure out how to record different things and everything, I would so rewrite that whole entire song. Because the lyrics and stuff and, what they're talking about, I'm like, yeah, this could work as a Green Day song. Like, honestly, if you saw the lyrics and didn't hear what it sounded like, you're like, oh, yeah, that's probably a Green Day song. It makes sense. But he's doing this weird high-pitched thing at the beginning with his voice, and it's like, that's not you, man. It's not you. That ain't you, man. You ain't got to do all that. It's just, I don't know. I would have rather waited to hear something better. But even then, if this is the route they were going in, I was like, just go in and get it over with and release something better. Because you can 100% do so much better. 100% do so much better.
Yeah. That's how I felt with the Killers' last album. The first song that they released was Wonderful, Wonderful, and it was just garbage. The second single they released was pretty good though. But yeah, the first one typically reflects how the album's going to be. So I'm hoping that we're going to get a Killers version of Revolution Radio and not Father of All. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But compared to Father of All, this single is actually really fucking good. So I was like, yeah, I have faith that this will probably be a very good album. Just from this first single that I heard. But they're also not saying that they're going to redefine rock and roll, so I'm not already being overly critical. I can't believe they said that. They literally said that Green Day was going to be that they were going to redefine rock and roll with their new album, and into what, pop music? It almost feels like pop. I know they would kill me right now if I was in the room with them. It sounds like pop rock. Here, I'll give them that. It's like 5 Seconds of Summer level pop rock.
Yeah, it sounds like pop rock. I would agree with you.
Yeah. And I like a lot of pop rock. Like, would All Time Low fall into pop rock? I would think it would.
Yeah, I think it would too.
Pop punk. We'll throw that out there. That was a stage.
That works.
So, pop punk girls don't even like exist anymore. So what's the point of living? What's the point of even living if we don't have emo girls anymore?
I mean, I guess you're right. Emo girls honestly, for life.
Right? If you don't have the giant poofy black hair and all the makeup, I do not want you.
My fat ass say that like it was lasagna.
Yeah, I say that like it's a joke, but I'm being 100% honest. I mean it. I mean it with like 100% sincerity. Dude, I'd take anything at this point. Funny. I'd take a furry at this point. As long as they're cute. Anyway.
I hope that you get a furry. I really do.
That'd be so funny. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? So
it would be.
I've got something to show you, and then it pulls out a fursuit, and I'd be like, what the fuck?
You'd be like, Brandon, come over. And then we go see a movie, and you'd be like, let me tell you some shit.
Let me tell you what just happened, and she's still at my house. We just left her in there. I gave her a cat toy and I left.
You tied her to the radiator?
No. Nope, I just let her play in the living room with a cat toy. The dead mouse. Like I left her there to play. She should be occupied for like 2 hours.
Gonna tie to the radiator and grape you in the mouth.
That's a good video.
It is. It's really old now.
Where are they? Are they still alive? I know like the group of people aren't. They're not a thing anymore, but I don't know. I don't even know if they are or not. I don't know where they are or what the Widest Kids You Know are doing today. Anyway, so I was watching interviews today between celebrities, and
yeah.
Then immediately it went into me watching Parks and Recreation compilations with Ron Swanson. And I was watching, I was like, damn, this dude is really fucking funny. Like, Ron Swanson's hilarious. He's hilarious because he's so delusional. He's just an asshole. Then it struck me because I was literally watching interviews from celebrities a second ago. I was like, oh my God. If Harrison Ford was literally like just sexist and kind of just like a carnivore, he would be Ron Swanson.
It's almost a sexist crazy. Carnivore.
Yeah, he would be Ron. He'd be Ron Swanson. It's just Ron Swanson's just such a dick for no reason. It's funny, but people argue that's Harrison Ford too. But I'm like, I don't think it's funny just that you could be a dick because you're old. Like, let me just set the record straight right now. Harrison Ford has made some incredible work. Work. Fan-fucking-tastic. He's got 2 iconic characters to his name. 2. Mm-hmm. And I can understand whenever he said that somebody asked him about who could replace him as Indiana Jones, and he said nobody. I can 100% back that up. I'm like, yeah, that's 100%.
God, you make me want to watch Indiana Jones again.
Those are good movies. I've seen all 3 of those. Not a one Bond movie. Not one.
Hey, are those on Disney Plus?
The Indiana Jones movies?
Yeah.
Why? Why would they be there?
Because they're owned by Disney.
Shit, they might. I don't know. I haven't seen them on there. But back to what I was saying. Just like that one interview between Harrison Ford and some other guy. He was like, so spoilers for Rise of Skywalker if you haven't seen it. You could just skip like the next 30 seconds. He's like, when you showed up in Rise of Skywalker talking to Ben Solo, were you a Force ghost? And he goes, oh, what? He's like, were you a Force ghost? And he goes, I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't care. I'm just like, all right, dude. Did you ever watch the movies you were in? Like,
well, you don't listen to the
like,
podcast that you're in.
Well, no, I listened to the podcast. I just didn't want to listen to like the one before because I was like, I wonder if the audio is going to be bad, but it isn't. It isn't bad. It's good. You know what? I take your work for granted, Brandon. You do a good job editing this podcast.
Well, thank you.
So shout outs to you. Anyway.
By the way,
Harrison
Indiana
Ford,
Jones is not on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I didn't think it was. I haven't seen it on there. But I don't know. I feel like if this show ever made me as popular as Harrison Ford, which it totally won't, but if like just as an example, if they were like, Nate, when you were recording when you started dumpster diving or like some kind of thing that happened in the middle, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means and I don't care. It kind of makes you seem like a dick. But they're like, oh, it's Harrison Ford. He's just an angry old man. I'm like, yeah, but it's kind of annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, out of all the success Star Wars gave him, when somebody asks a Star Wars question, he's such a dick about it.
Star Wars made him.
Yeah, but I can understand like getting frustrated with it over all the years talking about it. But good Lord, man. Like, now's the time to be really nice to everybody before you croak. Like, let's be dead ass.
All the Indiana Jones movies are on Netflix.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
God, that's gonna be a weird day when Harrison Ford passes away.
I mean, be like, he's almost killed himself like 8 times in the past 2 years on his fucking airplane.
Really?
Yeah. He
hasn't.
He's had like 3 near crashes in his plane.
Wow.
Because he likes to fly himself to sets.
Why?
Because he has a fucking airplane, Nate. Does he need another reason?
I mean, where does he land the plane?
At an airport?
I mean, I guess so.
Tom Cruise learned how to fly a F-17 for
Tom
Top
Cruise
Gun.
irritates me a little bit.
Really? Why?
I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like in his interviews, he's like, I do my own stunts. I'm like, all right, dude, we get it. Dude, remember that one Brie Larson interview with Chris Hemsworth? And she was like, because I do my own stunts, and he goes, Tom Cruise, and then she kind of like went off on him. I was like, oh my god. Like, that's not really the way to set up your relationship with people that you're gonna spend the next probably 10 years with making movies.
Yep. I mean, they'll probably all be gone by then, to be fair.
I don't know. I don't know if Captain Marvel will be. She's just kind of starting out.
Oh, no, not Captain Marvel. Well, maybe if she's hated enough.
I think she'll still be 100% there.
She may be the one Disney Marvel character that they decide to kill off early.
That'd be a really bad idea. I mean, I don't see any other Marvel character dying at this point after watching Tony Stark croak. So I don't know. We don't know what the future is for those movies to an extent, but I'm excited for Fantastic Four. I know it's such a cliche casting to have John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, but honestly, at this point, after how many like fan arts and stuff I've seen of it and how much he's talked about it, I don't see anybody else in that role but him.
He is Mr. Fantastic at this point.
Yeah, for the MCU. I mean, it's just like, oh my god. Like, if you got anybody else after that, there would just be an uproar. There really would.
Without a doubt.
I mean, that's kind of how it was whenever the new Batman rumors started coming out. They're like, Army Hammer's in talks to play Batman. I'm like, and he even came out and he was like, I haven't had a single talk with Warner Brothers about Batman. People just make stuff up, which they do, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like Henry Cavill with The Witcher, that worked out really well. So far, I don't see a single casting that fans have potentially like rallied together to actually cast that person that's worked out bad. I would say
That's because they only pick the good suggestions.
yeah, exactly. I'm like usually there's like a lot of terrible ones, but yeah, they only go with like the really good ones. Like the people who are petitioning for Hugh Jackman and the girl from Logan to be Ellie and Joel for the Last of Us HBO show. I'm just like, you know what, that could work, but honestly, just
pick someone else. She's not the age anymore.
I mean, I think she is. I think she's right in the age for it. But I will say this:
Ellie was 14 in the original Last of Us game.
How old is the girl from Logan now?
I have no clue. I don't even know.
I'm guessing she's probably 14. She's probably 14 or 15 now.
Who knows?
I don't know her name. I can't look it up. I would have to go through like a whole thing of looking up the Logan cast, which I guess I could do right now. I can multitask.
Last of Us fans are so pissed about that.
Why?
For some reason. I don't know. I've been seeing a ton of people just wanting the original voice actors to act out their parts in the HBO show, which makes no sense because the voice actor for Ellie's like 30.
Yeah, she is. I actually like her a lot. She's dope.
Yeah, she's a really good voice
actress. Her name is Daphne Keane. She's a British Spanish actress, and she is 15 years old.
Oh, hell yeah. You get it. Dude, I'm so excited for Last of Us 2.
Yeah, dude, I am too. And that comes out in like a month or so.
It comes out in May.
Yeah.
We still need to finish Last of Us.
Yeah, we need to finish the first one. So me looking at her, I think I could see it, but honestly, compared to like Ellie, she doesn't really look like Ellie. But I could get why people are saying it because a lot of people think that they're creative and like to just throw the same actors that they've seen in superhero movies into other roles and stuff. I'm just like, guys, there are other actors out there besides big mainstream actors.
Or just movies in general. It doesn't even have to be superhero movies. They just try to pick someone that they were like, oh, they acted very good in this movie, so we're going to put them in this other movie.
Well, that kind of makes sense, though. But like most of the fan casts that I see.
Still, like
I'm gonna talk about this one. This one was it was a Rick and Morty live action fan cast. And I was like, why do you need that? And they literally just put Robert Downey Jr. as Rick and Tom Holland as Morty. And that was it. I was like, wow, you guys are real creative because they were in, Tom Holland was in talks to do Back to the Future reboot, and he said no because you can't touch the original. Mad respect for, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Jesus, that's nuts. And then people are like Boss Logic even made a thing. He's like, well, Tom Holland says you can't touch the original, but why not make a continuation about Marty's son from the future and have Tom Holland play him? I'm like, that's a good idea, but guess what? Every single 80s movie reboot is doing that same exact thing. They're literally they're doing a thing instead of remaking the movie like they used to. Once I realized that's kind of not a good idea, they're starting to just make they're kind of shitty movies. They're starting to like make continuations of movies now. And I'm just like, oh, yay, we're so creative. Instead of making up a new idea, how dare we? Just remake everything.
Weren't Rick and Morty based on Doc Martin and Marty?
Yes, that's my next point. I'm like, you guys. And like the comment section, people are like, yo, this is such a good casting idea. I'm like, oh, yeah, they thought of it themselves. It's crazy.
Dude, I have the perfect casting for Rick and Morty.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go with
what's the guy that played Doc and Christopher Lloyd. Let's go for Christopher Lloyd as Rick.
And Michael J. Fox as Morty.
Yeah, there it was. It's gonna be perfect. This be good shit.
Good shit. Let's do it.
What was your original idea?
That's what I was gonna say. Christopher Morty.
That was what you were gonna say?
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd looks so old now. Poor guy.
He does. Look, literally, give me a random cartoon character, and I'm gonna throw what?
He's gonna get coronavirus.
No. Throw me a random cartoon character, or any kind of superhero character, or any kind of character in general that just needs to be remade, and I'm going to throw an actor that everybody knows that could probably fit that role and would probably trend on Instagram for it.
Okay.
Just give me a random one.
He-Man.
He-Man, Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. I could definitely see that. Yeah.
See, right? It's like the easiest thing to do on the history of the planet. Like, look, I can name like 4 other ones for that. You can say He-Man for Chris Hemsworth. You can say Johnny Bravo for Chris Hemsworth. You can say Hulk Hogan. Oh, wait, he's already doing that. That's crazy. Give me another one. This is a fun game. Give me another character, and I guarantee you, I'm just going to match it with somebody that makes sense.
Finn from Adventure Time.
Oh wow, you gave me a hard one. How old is Finn in this film remake?
However old you want him to be.
Is he older Finn or is he younger Finn?
However old you want him to be.
All right. Older Finn, let's go with Cole Sprouse. Give him blonde hair again. Okay. Boom. Easy shit. Give me another one. Give me another one. This is easy.
God. Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Ooh. Huh. Let me think. Are you? I don't. I'm trying to think of somebody who's like from a Marvel movie now, just to like make a fucking point. Let's get Dave Bautista as Alvin for Alvin and the Chipmunks. Just speed his voice up. Nah, just get Vin Diesel to do it.
Vin Diesel can voice act
get Vin Diesel
character.
That or like just speed up Tom Holland's voice, which everybody's like, oh, that's probably a great idea.
Oh my god. Why is Tom Holland getting so much praise right now?
It's because he's not a dick. That's probably
he's a nice guy.
That's probably a big reason. He's a nice dude and he does good work, I'd say, for what he's given.
You know,
he does his best.
I think he was the perfect placement to get rid of Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU. like in a public image wise, Robert Downey Jr. was the perfect person for Marvel in its first 10 years. Without a doubt. I think Tom Holland is a perfect replacement for him in that way.
Yeah.
Now,
what's crazy is that Robert Downey Jr.
should be positioning him as the next Iron Man? No. That's ridiculous, and they should go fuck themselves on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you were saying,
Spider-Man's his own character. But the thing about Robert Downey Jr. is he's almost a perfect human being at this point. It's actually crazy. That motherfucker apparently, like, from Tom Holland himself, I was watching him talk to it on BBC Radio. He's talking about how Robert Downey Jr. can just like he knows all of his lines when he shows up. He's always perfectly on time. He's never late. Robert is never late to anything, and he knows everybody's name. That's bonkers to me. I'm like, dude, I would not be able to remember anybody's name when I'm doing that. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty perfect human being. And he always asks people. He's like he'll ask like he'll know these people and ask like personal questions about their life and stuff that he's listened to. I'm like, dude, how do you remember all of this stuff? God, half the stuff when people are talking to me, it's in one ear and out the other half the time. I've just gotten so used to not listening to people sometimes.
Has he been on Hot Ones?
No, he needs to be. He was just on Joe Rogan. I don't think he wants to do Hot Ones. He's such a nice dude. I don't want to see him in pain.
I mean, I saw Scarlett Johansson in pain.
Yeah,
and it was a really good episode. Paul Rudd was really good too.
Yeah, they need to get Chris Evans on there. Him or Hemsworth. Those would be two good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have them
I don't
both
know. I
on
feel
there.
like Chris Evans would just go off about politics the entire time.
Nah, probably not. Oh,
Have you seen his
that
Twitter?
Yeah, I've seen his Twitter. I don't pay attention to it. I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff on Twitter, to clarify, before people start calling me an angry, like, political douche.
Do you even have Twitter on your phone?
No.
I didn't think so.
I really don't like Twitter at all.
I know.
If I'm to be completely honest. At this point in my life, I don't like it. I can't speak for myself in the future, but at this point in my time, I don't like Twitter whatsoever. I just think it's a lot of like bullshit. People just read like a headline and retweet shit without looking something up and figuring it out. That's how a lot of shit spreads. Like the coronavirus. I guess that could go for any social media platform, including Instagram. People just retweet shit. You can't retweet on Instagram, you dumbass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just everybody spreads shit without looking it up. And I think Twitter is like the biggest vessel for that. And it kind of irritates me to a bit. So yeah, what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, I was talking about Chris Evans. So Little Shop of Horrors is being remade. And do you know anything about the cast for this movie?
No, I know absolutely nothing.
Okay, Taron Egerton is Seymour so far.
I love that.
I love that too.
Love that.
Yeah, and I'm about to tell you the other two, and it's gonna like flip your shit. Scarlett Johansson is Audrey.
Oh my god.
And Chris Evans is Oren the dentist.
Huh.
And I'm like, wait a minute. And the plant has already been cast from a dude who does Broadway stuff.
Oh, Broadway got canceled too due to coronavirus.
Wow, what a way to put a damper in what I'm talking about.
The Broadway shows. Oh, I just remembered it. I'm excited for that Little Shop remake. When is it set to come out?
I don't know. They haven't even started filming on it yet, as far as I know. That shouldn't take them long to film at all, to be fair.
You would think.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. The original was made on like a small movie set.
Yeah.
Like all the streets were like cardboard cutouts and stuff. I don't think it would take them long at all to film something that small of an area. It is a musical though, but even then that's easy to put together when you have an ensemble of people like that.
Yeah.
Especially Taron. Dude, he's gonna do so well.
He will.
He's gonna do so well as Seymour. That'd be so fucking cool.
You just gotta hope
Chris Evans as the dentist.
You just gotta hope that they pull it off and actually make it a good movie. Because the cast is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that Taika Waititi is directing a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory series on Netflix?
I saw something about that. Who do you want to play Willy Wonka? I already have one person in mind, and I think it's perfect almost. But I want you to go ahead. I have two options in my mind, actually, but I want you to go ahead and spout yours.
I think Taika would be really good Willy Wonka.
Wow, that's a really good fucking answer.
I mean,
that's actually really good.
If I was him,
did you ever see?
And I was directing a Willy Wonka series, I would make myself Willy Wonka.
Did you ever watch Jojo Rabbit?
No, I haven't watched JoJo yet.
He could play a wacky cartoon-esque character like that. The way he played Hitler in Jojo Rabbit. That could totally work.
Have you seen Dark Shadows on Netflix? Or not Netflix, Amazon Prime? Or no, What We Do in the Shadows, sorry.
I was about to say, I was like the Johnny Depp movie. No, I haven't seen that.
Really good movie. You would love it.
Probably would. I like a lot of dumb shit. But anyway.
Oh, wait.
Who I think would do good.
So what it is, it's like a vampire documentary series.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. We're going to have to watch it one time.
Is it a comedy?
Yes.
Or is it just laughably bad? Okay. I think I remember Porter telling me something about this.
It's directed by Taika, and he plays in it too.
Okay, that's probably cool then. But I'm not going to tell you my first pick. My second pick for Willy Wonka, I saw something about Ezra Miller. I was like, that could work. That'd be pretty cool. He'd look. I think it's people just kind of did it because he could probably look like Johnny Depp in the same way. But this is a really interesting one. Donald Glover. Childish Gambino. Yeah. I really do. I think he could honestly, if he wanted to, dude, he could totally do that. You've seen stuff he's been in and stuff. He could totally fucking do that.
Yeah, he's a great actor. That man is like supremely talented at every single thing he does. It's really
talk about range. That man is fucking crazy.
I wish I had that much talent.
Yeah. God, now that you said Taika, I can't think of anybody else.
I know.
The Rock. I want The Rock as Willy Wonka. No. Dude, no, Taika would totally kill that shit, though. Oh my God, it'd be fantastic. And then there's other people that are going to be like, I want Robert Downey Jr. to do it, which he could totally see him doing it, but still, It's like another one of those casts. So is Taika, though. But Taika, I don't know. That's something about that rings really, really right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Am I a hypocrite now? Because he's attached to Marvel. Nah. He's already directing it, so it doesn't count. He could totally do that. I don't see anybody else doing it.
He's directed so much good stuff. I don't think that he's directed anything that I haven't liked, which is crazy because I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit yet. So I could eat my words, but I really don't think I will. Hunting for the Wilder People is really good too.
Dude, Jojo Rabbit. No, I haven't.
Really good. It's got the kid from Deadpool 2 in it.
Which one? I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I know that came out before or after Deadpool 2. Pretty sure it was before.
Before, that's how that kid got discovered.
Okay. Because I know apparently he was good in that. That just awakened something in my memory. But what was I even gonna say?
Nate, do you want to go
Jojo
China?
Rabbit.
Let's go to China.
We can't for the next 30 days.
Yeah. Let's go to China anyway.
Yeah. All right. Dude, I saw a video of some guy in China he was taking his face mask off and just coughing on his hand and wiping it on a subway rail. And I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I wonder how long until people are doing that here. I just don't see a purpose in doing that. What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I really don't.
I don't understand. I mean, why do people do anything, right? But still.
Yeah.
That has been my motto for like the past few months. Or why do people ask me why would somebody do something? I'm like, I don't know. Why do people do anything? Because it fits almost every scenario. It really does. It's like, I don't know. Why do people do anything? It fucking fits with everything right now. But yeah, so, and there's people conspiracizing. I don't know how to English, but they're saying that guy works for the government and he's infected with the virus on purpose and he's out there to spread it to cause the population to decrease and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. Neat. Dude, China actually hit, like, they've lost so many people. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's doing its job, I guess, if that was the goal.
It's a government conspiracy. Don't believe anything you hear.
If I had those crazy liberals here.
If I had a steak.
If I had a steak.
All right, everyone. We are here for a new segment. You know what it's called, Nate?
No.
Nate rants about random shit for like a few minutes.
What do I want to rant about? I've ranted about a lot of shit.
What about entitled people?
I kind of just forgot what I was going to talk about, but now I remember. So there was this chick that's on Twitch, and I don't want to say her username because she kind of feeds off of negative energy as well. But this is like a greedy son of a bitch. This girl is, and I found her in a cringe compilation. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I saw that Moist Critical made a video on it. I was like, oh my God, I got to talk about this on the podcast. So I don't want to make any points that he made in the video in case somebody wants to go watch his video on YouTube. But So basically, I'm gonna talk about her clips and shit that are like the highlights of it all. She's like she was in some kind of, I don't know if she was in some kind of like call with a bunch of people, but she was streaming on Twitch and she goes, "Oh my god, it's been a whole hour and I haven't gotten one sub or donation. Like, what the fuck?" Like, she actually said that. And she kind of just went off on a rant of just kind of silence, like pause and then yelling and then pause again. And everybody else in the background is kind of not saying anything. Then again, I don't know what's really going on there. But then she's like, "What the fuck? Do you think I'm just working for free? What the fuck?" And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this girl is greedy as fuck. So yes, I'm just like, I don't get why she acts the way she does. And there was this other instance where like she's like, if you literally get on Twitch, don't sub to anybody, don't have a Twitch Prime or anything like that, or send donations, you are the scum of the earth. It's like, you think that we just provide free entertainment? And I was like,
oh my god, did she really say that?
Yeah, she said this shit.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just this girl. It's fucking wild. It's wild how that works. And this one dude
working for free. You are the scum of the universe for using Twitch the way that everyone uses it.
Yeah, if you're not sending me money, then you're a piece of shit. If you're not sending me money to do dumb shit, then what's the point? You're a scum of the earth. Anyway, so this one simp, who I found him at a cringe compilation with her, and Moist Critical also did a big point on that too. It's that one video where she's kind of standing there and he's like, he touched her on the shoulder. He's like, "I feel like I just touched heaven," or some shit like that. And he made a video talking about it. He's like, "Ooh, look at this pretty girl getting out of her way, coming out of her place in the kitchen to talk about things. And all of you sexual what was the word that he said? He said sexual what was it called? Oh my god. I cannot think of the word right now. But it's basically called them like incels. That's what it was. It says, "You sexually driven incels are all like pissed off because she's speaking the truth and stuff." I'm like, God, you're such a simp. What a simp. It's just, I can't get it. I'm like, he's like, I can't get over it. It's funny because every time I think about it, he's like, "Ooh, look at her saying the truth, and all of you guys are getting pissed off at her because she's saying the truth. Like, back off, guys." And then going back to the video clip of him freaking out when he's next to her and shit. The dude looks like he's almost 40 years old too. I know it's not like an insult to like make fun of somebody's age, but whatever, I don't care. I'm Leafy now.
So imagine that you went on a vacation 2 weeks ago and you decided to go for 2 weeks without any technology, and you just came back to the world in panic.
I'd probably go back to wherever I was because it probably was fine there.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
To be completely honest with you, I'm like, I'm probably just going to go back. There's really no point in being there at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're right.
Any other questions for me, dude?
No, not really.
All right, cool. I'm going to give you a random cartoon character to cast.
Hello.
All right. Cast cast Princess Peach. Do it now.
Drew Barrymore.
You've got 30 seconds. All right, run. Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
Huh. It's a little old for it, but it depends on what version of Mario you're doing, I guess. But I guess that kind of lines up. I don't know. Yeah, I guess
Mario's an Italian plumber. He's got to be like in his 40s.
Yeah.
Or 50s.
He doesn't have to.
Mario would not be attractive. He would not.
I'm gonna make Robert Pattinson as Luigi. With his mustache from the lighthouse.
I mean, okay.
Seriously, do an edit of him in his overalls.
Welcome to the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
If I had a steak.
If I had a mushroom.
Get Willem Dafoe to be Mario. Nah.
Yeah,
I couldn't even say
that's a
that.
big no.
If I'm following like the cheap ass trends that the like superhero fans do on Instagram, they naturally use somebody who's already been in a superhero movie. So I'm gonna say Margot Robbie for Princess Peach.
Margot Robbie's been in a superhero movie? Oh, I just feel so retarded. People are yelling at me right now.
Like, are you stupid? Bro? This dumbass thinks
She
flats aren't a
was
wing,
in
and then he
the
thinks
best
Harley
movie
Quinn's not a
ever.
superhero. Yep. That's wild. What, did you send me a picture, Brandon? Did you send me a picture of Nilla wafers? You did. Why would you send me that? What is that clump of spaghetti? What is that? That looks just, what the fuck? You look like you scooped it out with a fushigi bowl. Is that your lunch for the day?
No.
Why is there a hair on your desk?
What?
Why is there a mess in the back? Everything about this picture is wrong. You're going to have to put it in the show notes now so people can see what I'm talking about. You sent me a picture of Nilla wafers and this ball of spaghetti in a plastic container. Next to a styrofoam box with plastic wrap behind everything. Something blue on the floor. That's literally your front desk. I didn't know where that was. You took that just now.
Did I? Yeah.
I'm guessing so. It looks like you did. Did you get a new speaker?
I mean, like, I'm supposed to be upset by that? Like,
all right.
Bitch, I know.
Okay, we still need a petition to get him on the show.
Yeah, EDP. EDP 445.
We need him.
EDP. Dude, it would make our fucking world to have you on this show. We would literally quit if we had you on. All right, we wouldn't quit. But it'd be an absolute pleasure and an honor to have Eat That Pussy 445 on Dumpster Diving.
It would.
All right. I don't have anything else to talk about on today's episode.
Nate, this is our 2-month anniversary of doing dumpster diving.
That's crazy.
I know.
Here's to 2 more months.
Then we're done. Don't know. We're quitting after 2 months or 4 months.
Nah, then we're gonna say to 4 more months. Then it's just not gonna stop.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's how that works. I don't have anything else more to say. Do you have any kind of closing remarks or anything?
No, I think that's all.
All right. That's all I gotta say. I'm just gonna sign off, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck to do an outro.
Okay, everyone. Thank you all for listening to this episode. As always, we appreciate it. I am at Brandon Text a lot on Instagram. And Nate is at Master Nate 17. Nate is ass Master Nate. Oh my god. Your complete silence just wrecked me.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I was just like, fuck, I'm done.
I guess.
All right.
I guess that's it for this episode.
That's it for today's episode. We've already done it. All right. See you.
Yeah. Bye.
End it now.